moringa tree.
Is that what that is?
That's a moringa tree
We're
right there.
out in the garden with Dave the garden guy.
Remember I told you that's that edible tree.
Oh, that's
you
right.
You can graze on that thing.
It was about this big last week.
It was. It's amazing what little of that
Wow.
juice does. Yeah.
Boy, that's some
And of course,
good juice.
deep water. And you got something there that we use for deep water.
Stick this in 3 feet.
Yep.
Make sure it goes all the way
How often?
down.
That's the question.
You
How
do
often?
want to do it at least once a week.
Yeah, about every 2 weeks now.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I thought it was. So what
I'm
you
not
want to
the
do?
garden guy.
Yeah, that's okay. We're trying to reduce that watering right now, so we reduce the intervals, not the length of water. So we still want to go down 3 feet around all our trees. Mario, go up to our trees around here, folks. You need to be watering, deep watering, like Scotty mentioned earlier, about every 2 weeks, and fertilizing right now, folks. If you haven't already fertilized, I just did some Starbucks coffee grounds on all our trees.
Oh, you said you were going to do that.
Yeah, it works out
Does it
real
have to
well.
be Starbucks?
No, it doesn't have to be Starbucks.
Okay.
What else? Folgers or something like that?
Folgers, something like- yeah,
something
whatever.
cheap. You know,
Yeah.
it all works out. Any
Okay.
type of coffee ground, Starbucks happen to give it to you for free. We got a big bag over there. The other thing we're doing, well, we're doing a lot of flowers this time of year, and we want to go ahead and start thinking about all these seasonal flowers, Scotty. That includes seeds too.
Beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
There's some begonias in here. The begonias actually are an edible type flower. You can go ahead and put some marigolds in. Marigolds get rid of all those different types of rabbits. Now, how often do you plant seeds?
How often?
Yeah. You never planted a seed in your life, have you?
Actually, I have, and they didn't grow, so I
You
haven't
have to
since.
think about that, folks.
I plant them when they're already blooming like that.
Well, here's the difference. When you're planting these marigolds, they like to be planted from seeds, believe it or not. They don't like the transplants so much. So when you're planting marigolds, we've got them right here. They repel a lot of rabbits and a lot of different types of insects, but planting them from seeds is one of the best way to get them to grow real well. And then we're starting to plant those flowers that are going to come up in the spring. So those cosmos, those lupines, those hollyhocks, obelias, all those guys will come up in the spring if you plant them from seeds. And it's another way, Scotty's favorite subject, saving money. And it's a great way to do it. There he is over there, folks. He's the star of that. In fact, I said he should have his own show called Saving Money with Scott, but that's okay. That's another subject for another day. Delphiniums are another one. And of course, alyssum. This is one of my favorite flowers. Let me stick this screwdriver in there. But I'll show you. This is one that attracts a lot.
Too.
Isn't it just great? And this does a good job on attracting a lot of beneficial insects. So folks, if you don't want to use pesticides, which we don't use in the garden out here, this is one we plant. And from seeds, it does very well. You can do it from transplants this time of year. But this time of year, we still got that warm soil. So you want to go ahead and start thinking about putting them in and putting them in from seed. Now, those petunias can go in right now. When you're planting these, Scott, you got to keep one more thing in mind. Go on down here, bone meal. Bone meal's our illustrious cameraman. We call him Bone Meal. Mario's his real name. But that is real bone meal right there. Bone meal is named after bone meal, of course. That is right there. Now, that's lava sand.
Yeah.
You see it in there?
What is bone meal?
Bone meal is high in phosphorus, and it is actually ground up bone.
Oh, that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah. So you want to mix this all into the soil. It's real important, Scott. If you mix this in the soil and then put it in the soil where you're planting the plant, you're going to be in real good shape to get that bloom. Without it sitting almost on a bed of this bone meal, you're going to invariably going to have a tough time growing those flowers and doing real well out here in the desert Southwest. I get all these emails. Why are my flowers blooming or whatever? Usually it's a lack of phosphorus in the soil and the pH being too high. So not enough compost in the soil, not enough bone meal in the soil, and you're in real good shape to really not getting that flower growing. So if you want that stuff growing and flowering, that's what you got to
Can I ask you something, or you got something else you want to say?
No, go ahead.
So you spent a lot of time in Payson. You got
I
a
do.
place up there, and you just harvested a bunch of apples.
About 10,000
And
pounds.
you're going
of
to make your own wine?
Yeah, we make apple pie wine. I'm going to bring you some. Are we allowed to drink that on air? It's really good stuff. It tastes just like apple pie. Guy named
I think the rules are only in the building. Out in the garden, we can do whatever we
got
want.
a big cut. Here,
I mean, you're drunk
move this
most
guy.
days
There you
here
go.
for the garden
Bone
segment
meal.
anyway.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But we'll bring some down. I'll show you what it looks like.
Will you come in and show us how to make it?
Yeah, I'll come in. In fact, I'll bring one of the best winery guys, a guy named Ray up there. He actually makes it and helps us make it up there. He's making it right now. And we're going to probably make, I bet you, 200 or 300 bottles of
Seriously?
it. Yeah, seriously.
And it's going to be called Garden Guys Wine?
Apple Pie Wine. Believe it or not, it does very well. I'm surprised you don't already know it. You haven't seen the grocery stores?
Well, we know Olivia already knows it. And April
true.
and Gina. Good morning, April.
Okay, well, I brought him some last time. You just forgot to partake.
Okay.
How's that? Okay.